Good afternoon. I am Andrea Chisholm with the Midday News. Special welcome if you're watching on onespotmedia.com. A reminder as well that you can watch TVJ Live by downloading our One Spot Media app in the Google Play Store or the App Store. That's the number 1 followed by the word Spot and Media. Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie has dispatched a high-level team to the Rio Hotel in Montego Bay, St. James, following last week's explosion which killed an employee and injured 3 others. The team is led by Chief Executive Officer of the National Works Agency NWA, E.G. Hunter. It comprises representatives from several government agencies, including the Jamaica Fire Brigade and the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management. Mr. McKenzie says the group will carry out a full review of the operations of the hotel. Contractor General Dirk Harrison is again appealing to the Political Directorate to do their part in the fight against corruption. He was speaking yesterday at the 3rd Annual Commonwealth Caribbean Association of Integrity Commissions and Anti-Corruption Bodies.
Eradicating corruption practices, ladies and gentlemen, is not an easy task. It requires unwavering commitment by all stakeholders, with determination and a strong and steadfast political will.
The conference was held under the theme, The Anti-Corruption Agency, Today, Tomorrow and Beyond. The Contractor General also called for robust policies and legislation to eliminate corruption.
Of this goal, it is important for us to critically reflect on the challenges which are preventing us as a region from attaining good governance in all areas of our societal endeavors.
Meanwhile, opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips says corrupt behavior in the public sector have a negative impact on the country's development.
Is trust in national institutions. It retards economic and social development. It wastes public resources, and it erodes our social capital. People fail to believe in the integrity of public institutions, manifest in all kinds of ways, not least in the declining levels of public participation in elections, in political life generally. It is an unhealthy condition.
The National Security Minister has commended the police officers who were on duty at the Hayes Police Station in Clarendon, where it was attacked by gunmen on Sunday. One of the gunmen was reportedly shot by the station guard as he prepared to open fire at the police station. The gunman escaped in a motor car while his colleague escaped on foot. Robert Montague reiterated that policing is a challenging job.
A lot of people don't accept and understand the level of sacrifice that you have to make. And if you doubt me, just cast back to the news reports over the weekend with that incident in Hayes in Clarendon. And I really want to congratulate the alertness of that station guard in Clarendon.
Mr. Montague was speaking at the 2017-2018 Lasco Police Officer of the Year ceremony. Corporal Stokely Fagan of the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency MOCA won the award. The Department of Correctional Services has begun the process of vetting applicants for the position of warden. National Security State Minister Senator Pernell Charles Jr. says the aim is to get rid of potential bad eggs seeking to join the department.
We are on the right track. We have a far way to go. Yes. But we are on the right track, and while we do these things with regards to the security measures, we are training our officers. We're looking on the full spectrum. It has to do with the recruitment. We have started the polygraphing already of the new recruits. We're looking on protocols to implement that will assist us in defining how best to choose the right persons.
The health minister is concerned about a practice by pregnant women which he says could push infant mortality figures up. He was speaking at the recent handing over ceremony of 6 ambulances in Clarendon. TVJ's Krista Campbell has the details.
A 3% decline in stillbirths and an over 15% reduction in neonatal deaths. Those achievements for a healthcare system trying to bring maternal and child mortality rates down. But the health minister is now worried about a practice that could bring the figures back up.
And what we have found is that a number of times some women turn up at the hospital when they are ready to have the child without the pre-examination. It places the doctor in a difficult position because the doctor now has to determine the risk in a very hasty way because they have no medical history of that pregnant mother. And frankly speaking, it places the child and the mother at risk also.
He said the Victoria Jubilee Hospital highlighted the matter which the Health Ministry is now working to address. Dr. Tufton says he's in dialogue with possible suppliers to implement a new world practice called a baby box. It's given to women right after they confirm their pregnancy.
Sufficient in size actually to act as a crib in the first few months of having delivered that child. And that box has a number of utensils supporting the pregnancy and supporting the child, and acts almost as an incentive to get the mother, the woman, the expectant mother, to attend to clinic and to get the prenatal, the care that is required.
He says the over $3 billion Jamaican European Union-sponsored program for the reduction of maternal and child mortality (PROMAC) has helped to bring infant mortality figures down. But now he wants the program to target absentee fathers to whom he ascribes some social, maternal and child health challenges.
The lack of adequate support for many mothers from the father of their children. This has been linked from research to increased infant mortality rates and even reduced success, just to use two examples, reduced success at breastfeeding.
Given our situation today with crime and violence, with the victims that have been affected, the families that have been torn apart, the antisocial behavior generally in our society, we have to start looking at these measures as part of the way forward, rather than just the corrective side after we have seen the manifestations of that ill.
Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
The donation of 6 ambulances is expected to improve Jamaica's response to emergency medical cases. The ambulances were handed over at the Maypen Hospital in Clarendon recently. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton said only half of the number of 64 ambulances in public health facilities are in operation at any given time.
It's just not acceptable for us to have so many in our inventory and not be able to utilize those facilities. So I'm asking and will be asking the team at the ministry through the regional authorities to provide some sort of maintenance plan to ensure that we get access to the vehicles, not just in this stage, but later on in many years to come.
Meanwhile, the health minister also announced plans to upgrade the Maypen Hospital to a Type B facility.
Rooms, added infrastructure, and will ensure that it is a lot more responsive, more efficiently so, to the needs of the population in this area.
The family of 10-year-old Catherine Johnson is seeking to prevent him from going completely blind. Catherine was diagnosed with a rare brain tumor in January of this year. Details in this report.
In 2005, Catriel had complained about headaches, but was diagnosed with simply being nearsighted. His mother, Casey Ann Fuller, said after losing his glasses, she returned to the doctor, where he discovered that something was wrong.
When I did the MRI and I get the result, I take it back to the doctor, and he told me that he had a brain tumor, and the name of the tumor is optic glioma, which they say is a weird tumor. It is at the back of his head and it is on his optic nerves. So that is the reason why his eye is going.
Catriel had lost sight in his right eye, and if the surgery is not completed soon, he will lose sight in the left eye.
So they have the space there for him. So when I get the funds, they said I should let them know because the surgery will be done now until August. So I have to be there between now and August for him to do the surgery.
His mother said he is currently a grade 4 student at the Port Henderson Primary School, and though Catriel has been trying to cope in school, it has been difficult for him.
His grades are wonderful. Sometimes he has to come home early from school because he's having severe headache and he don't get medication for it because the only solution to it is to do the surgery. He did the literacy exam and he was successful in it because he had passed the literacy test, but he used to do a next test, and that test he didn't get to finish it because he was at school and because the headache, the teacher couldn't allow him to go ahead and do the work.
Catriel will undergo the gamma knife radiology surgery at the Larkin Hospital in Miami, Florida, at a cost of $22,000. That's about 2 million Jamaican dollars. His mother is pleading for help.
I am asking the public for the help because they are trying to save the other eye. And if he's to go blind now, I can't manage it, and I know he can't manage it either.
To help Catriel Johnson, you can donate to his account at the Scotia Bank. The account number is 533-452, or for further help, you can contact his mother, Casey Ann Fuller, at 280-3865. Simone Golding reporting for TVJ News.
And that's the Midday News. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Join us for Primetime News at 7. On behalf of the News, Sports and Production teams, good afternoon.